Yeah, you can unplug this plug. Record it and upload it to YouTube. My jetpack's not working.
Do you want to try using mine?
Your jetpack?
Like, I mean, if we can both be on it.
Yeah, it works because I'm not getting. It's telling me that I have no SIM card and it's not giving internet.
I don't want to sit anywhere near Ashland, so I'm just going to set my camera up in between. Have you talked to Miss Carly lately? She's like dead set. She's like, you're coming to visit me. No, I'm not. It's a long way down, Carly. I will not be doing traveling. I don't want to go to Florida.
Why not?
It's not a good place.
Okay, if you zoom over, you get it.
I don't see anything.
Okay. You alright then?
Yeah.
Okay, let me know if you're not. Okay? Make sure that link always stays on.
That's your job, Kernel. Alright. I feel like I was taller last time, or I grew. I thought over here. No. Why do we need so many? This one's the most important. We put our own thing. Yeah, look at you can see here. It's like you barely even have to move it. It's like there and then there. Ellie left me last time. Who? Ellie. I won't leave you. I promise. Okay. Like I literally in the middle of it, I was like, oh, there's Bailey. She's like, she just sprinted. I'm like, girl. If the hug shows up, I'm gonna run to the soccer game. No, if the hug shows up, he's not gonna know the difference between us. I know. Wait, he probably does. He probably will. Cause like he knows me so well. We know each other since first grade. I mean, I know Porter since preschool. That's true. There's too much stuff. Tell me about it. Talk about orders. As long as I can get up.
I can just feel my lungs going back in a minute. That's the biggest.
I fall 40 minutes. Where's Leslie? No, it's not. Pretty much. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, and your eyes keep them. That's for like. You do that. I can't even molecular one. Let's go. I'm so excited for the football game. I'm gonna go crazy.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Well, middle school second. Poppy's gonna be looking at me the whole time. Why? More guys are starting to like me. There's a couple guys in MCL like me. Cole Tingle, he's a little kid. Cole Tingle. I know. That's what. He's from True Grit. Cole Tingle. Cole Tingleberry. Cole Tingle. Oh, it's Cole Tingleberry. Oh, there's Mason. He's about. I'm taller than him. I know. And he's a senior.
I think you can zoom in a little bit more.
Get me or not?
How do I zoom in?
I dropped it down to 1.1.
Is that better?
Okay, that means I need to move it. There's Ellie.
You want to come up?
She's not going to be able to get up here though.
Here, go up like this more on the court, don't you think? Does that look better?
It's orange.
You want to zoom in more, or you think that's good?
It's good.
You can, here, zoom out right here if you have to, right here. This will zoom in and out, okay?
Just licked me.
I licked you?
Yeah. And there's Bailey and okay, there's no. They're all here.
See you guys later.
Ava's here. After this, I'm gonna go give Ava a big hug. Nicole's here. You promise you're not gonna leave me? Nicole's here. I might have to leave you because Nicole's here. You don't. Please. She tries. Oh, by the way, go down there, and they're giving out T-shirts and scream. Okay, they give out T-shirts. We can't. Fine, you can go like right there. Sit. Yeah. You can't be seen. You're fine. Ava's here. After the game, I'm gonna go give Ava a big hug. Okay, you know how your little elf boss? Yeah. Yes. You got the big one. I got the mini. I got the berry. Where's my parents? Oh, there's my dad. Holy cow! It's Kylie's here. Kyle. I call her Kyle. No, they can't. Okay, that's cool. We're gonna send it. t-shirts. They do? So I have to scream? You have to scream. You have to scream to get a t-shirt. Trust me, it's how you get. I have a very high pitch scream. Yeah, that's why you gotta like right after the national anthem. How am I supposed to stand for national anthem? Like, you're like, oh, there's my math teacher. What's up, Miss Way? Mrs. Way. She's the best. Guess who I have? I don't know where my gum is. Your gum? Oh, holy cow, I have 2 EOSs in here. What the heck? I put in one today because I didn't know if I had one. Not knowing I had one. Chad.
Tailgating before the big game? Planning an unforgettable wedding or graduation? Or is it time for your annual office event? At Rentals for You, Mitchell's family-owned rental shop will have you ready for any occasion. Our fill and chill tables keep the party cool, and our extensive stock of tables and chairs gives everyone a place to gather. Tablecloths, coolers, and enclosed trailer. You can quickly and easily rent them all on our convenient website, rentalsforusd.com. Contact Rentals for You for your next
Why
event.
spend thousands replacing your old phone system? Isn't it about time to upgrade to Mitchell Telecom hosted phone? It's the new alternative to traditional phone systems. Step 1, call us. Step 2, we upgrade your handsets. Step 3, we say sayonara to your old phone equipment and install a state-of-the-art fiber phone box. Step 4, we manage your entire phone network remotely. All of this for a low monthly cost. Mitchell Telecom hosted phone. Faster, better, way easier.
Know of an athlete that struggled with injuries or maybe you want to stay healthy and fit during your season? Studelska Chiropractic and Acupuncture can help, whether you're an athlete or its biggest cheerleader. We use safe, effective techniques to restore the body's motion in the spine and extremities using a combination of chiropractic care and acupuncture. Don't let tendonitis, soft tissue injuries, and subluxation stand in your way of your personal best. Call us today at Studelska Chiropractic and Acupuncture, 996-0191.
Celebrate the most precious moments in your life with the region's most trusted independent jewelry store, the Diamond Store in downtown Mitchell. The Diamond Store is locally owned. We offer free cleaning and repairs with 2 full-time jewelers with 50 years of collective experience. We personally select our inventory with our customers in mind, so we can offer the finest selection of jewelry that meets or exceeds your expectations. The Diamond Store, the gem of downtown Mitchell, proud to support all area athletes.
Yeah, that's good. Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you.
You're committed to building relationships, to exceeding expectations, to serving your community. Choose a financial partner that shares your vision and your values. For 130 years, we've stood by South Dakotans. We've been there, we'll be there. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West, member FDIC.
It's good to know your Touchstone Energy Cooperative is always there. For generations, we've powered the growth of our community. Today, our commitment is stronger than ever to provide affordable energy you can depend on and keep you connected to what matters most, now and for generations to come.
Central Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
I'm handing the camera to Ellie, and then I'm sprinting out that door. PE teacher, Miss Miller? She's the
I got this. Welcome to Mitchell Kernel Volleyball. John Mueller along with Leslie Rylance here to bring you the matchup today versus the Pierre Governors come to town versus your Mitchell Kernels. It's Kernel Day, Leslie, so a lot of activities going on. Had soccer this morning, didn't get some scores from that. I'll try to get some scores as we go. And then the football game tonight, 6 o'clock versus Brookings comes to town. So it's a good day to showcase Kernel athletics. Glad to have you aboard here at Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports. Kernels come in with a record of 3-2 on the season. Won their home opener last week. Right here last Friday, about a week ago, Leslie, we brought that one where they lost the first set right away, but then came back and defeated Sturgis 3-1. And then they went to Huron the next day, beat both Class AA schools, but lost to, Del Rapids is the defending champ, right? And A as well. Del Rapids at Northwest. So lost to the two Class A and B champions from last year, straight sets 2-0. But come day here versus Pierre. Pierre comes in with a record of 1-3 on the season. A quick rundown of their season so far. They lost to Watertown in straight sets, Stevens in straight sets, then had a tough matchup with Central 3-2, and then beat Douglas this week 3-0. So, Leslie, what do you think? Kernels here. What do you got for a game plan today for the Kernels?
Yeah, as we talked last time, I think the Kernels' offense looks as good as it has been over the last couple of years. And so as long as they are getting their passes up to the setter, allowing all their hitters to swing away, that gives setter Addie Simpson a lot of options. And she herself is a great option because as a lefty, sometimes she stands up and takes a swing herself. So as long as we get our passes up to the setter, both in serve, receive, and defense, I think the Kernels can keep it rolling.
Yeah, it's a good crowd on hand today. We're the second ever game, I should say, in our new arena. The freshmen actually played in the auxiliary gym. One side of the bleachers are up now, so the freshman games were over there. Freshmen took both games A and B, and then the sophomore and JV have also won. So see if we can go for the clean sweep today. But glad to have you with us. Good crowd on hand. I know there's some good college football on, but just stick with us the rest of the day. We'll have Lyle Johnson will be on the call for football tonight, so it should be a great rest of the day of Kernel sports. So, yeah, I think this might be the last time we're going to play in the main gym. Next time we might be over in the auxiliary gym, but
either way.
Yeah, either way, we'll take it. We'll take it. It's still nice and cool.
Air conditioning is great.
We don't have 4 fans blowing around trying to keep. The radio announcer from Pierre came over and said right away, he goes, it's almost too cold in here. And he joking.
I will never make that joke. It feels great.
No.
You mentioned all of the Kernel activities going on today. Couple other things. I was in the gym this morning at 8:30 for a free throw contest, and over at that was put on by the girls and boys basketball team. And over at the football field, we had a punt, pass, and kick contest put on by the football team. And there was a fun run 5K by the cross-country team. So everybody's kind of doing their thing today. I know that the marching band will be performing their show tonight. I know that the cheerleaders will be doing their thing, competitive cheer. They had a home meet on Thursday. And lots going on today.
I was able to take place and help out with the cheer and dance. I have to admit, that's the first cheer and dance competition I've ever been to. Some amazing athletes, though, in that cheer and dance. There's some talented student athletes.
It's a lot of fun. Cheer and dance is a well-oiled machine. They've got one side going, and then the other side goes, and as long as the sound system's working, it's really an impressive feat. I think there were over 20 teams here.
Yeah, it was over 2,000 paid attendance, so it was.
This year, Bank West made
go courtside here for a little special presentation by Bank West.
By sponsoring the new state-of-the-art video boards here inside our new Mitchell High School and at Joe Sprinkle Field. These video boards will enhance the experience of our students, athletes, fans, and community members for years to come. We are proud to recognize Bank West for their outstanding support of Kernel students and activities. Joining us today from the Mitchell School District, board members Terry Asleson, Deb Everson, Kimberly Lochran, and Sean Brummel. Superintendent Dr. Joel Lyles, and Activities Director Corey Ogden. From Bank West, Mitchell Market Branch Manager Liz Summerton, Regional President Jackson Collins, and Bank West employees. On behalf of the Mitchell School District and our entire community, we sincerely thank Bank West for their generosity, vision, and commitment to our students. Please join us in showing your appreciation with a big round of applause for Bank West. We'd also like to thank match sponsors, R70 Ranch and Watering Hole.
Presentation to Bank West, as they are the scoreboard sponsors, and I believe paid for both the new scoreboards, the new video board that's in the gym. So
Both in here and out at Joe Quinto, they have a new video board outside at the football field, soccer field.
So thanks to Bank West for being a sponsor of Kernel Athletics. Go to courtside here. I think we're going to get starting lineups and national anthems shortly. Glad to have you aboard Channel 90. Still working out some of the kinks. No scoreboard right now, so we'll have to give you the updates of the scores as much as we can. So apologize for that, but still working some of the kinks out with the new gym. You know, works Friday, doesn't work Saturday, but we'll get it figured out.
Number 5, Senior Romero, Ashley Hart. Number 7, Senior Setters, Paul Waldron. Number 8, Senior Defense, Alexis Yahweh. Number 17, Sophomore Middle Hitter, Addison Novotny. Number 18, Senior Outside Hitter, Paige Forward. The Governors are assisted by Rachel Arbach, Peyton Gall, and Marlon Brady. Head coach, Barry Wilhouse.
Starting lineups for the Pierre Governors. And now we'll get the starting lineups courtside with, well, first we're going to get middle school players of the week.
Eighth graders, Gabby Erdman. And
now for your Kernel starting lineup.
Defensive specialist, the 5'5" sophomore, number 4, London Hyatt. Outside hitter, 5'8" player, number 6, Leah Pally. Outside hitter, Whitford senior, number 7, Austin Miller. Middle hitter, 5'8" senior, number 8, Campbell Hughes. Middle hitter, 6'1" hitter, number 9, Betty Stewart. Center, 5'8" senior, number 15, Adam Stewart. And Rivera, 5'4" senior, number 2, Dennis Stewart. Christina Simpson, Kate Wade, Katrina Valley, and Amy Hooper. Head coach of the Kernels are during their season is Brett Gill. Kernels officials are Tim Nyberg and Carlo Lynn. At this time, we ask that you please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Proper respect is to face the flag, remove your hat, and stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. Veterans and active duty military non-uniform may also salute the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
we're all set here from the Mitchell High School Arena. We're 3-2 Mitchell Kernels take on the Pierre Governors. So if you're just joining us, John Mueller, Channel 9 Sports, along with Leslie Rylance. No scoreboard, not working. Still working some kinks out with the new gym, but we'll try to keep you updated as much as possible. 0-0 right now. We got it for you right now. 0-0.
A little more excitement in the gym than there was.
Yeah.
I know the football team is obviously in town. They've got a game tonight. Student section is loud over there. This could be a fun game.
Always a rivalry game, too, when Pierre comes to town in any sport. The Itali back to serve. Starts out with the Kernels. Serve over. He will bump it over. And good play there. Good hustle. Good scramble by the Kernels. Swing blocked. Set up over the net. Good job. We got to get in the net. And the net. Point Kernels.
That was a nice job of Audrey Miller on the outside. The set was tight, and she did a nice job going up, outreaching the block and keeping her feet on our side of the net.
So 1 serving, 0. The Itali, good set. High dig. Pierre into the net. Make it 2-0. Point Kernels.
Ready, Audrey? Watch your head. Watch your head.
The Itali. 2-0 Kernels. That goes over Pierre. He'll get a bump set. Tipped over. Maddie Seamson. Let's hit it over again as well. Set outside to Pierre, and that goes long. Point Kernels, 3-0.
Always an easy call for the line judge when it hits him. You know it's out. Mr. Bergeron with the fast feet over there in the corner.
3-0. Just joining us early on. The Itali set to serve. Good serve, and she'll get the ace. Great serve. Little serve run. Your Pierre, do you call an early timeout? 4-0.
Well, I think she's considering it, but you got to hope that you've got your best serve receive right out there to start the game. They're going to take that and put something together here.
Oh, back-to-back aces. That one finds it, taping down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Now you have to. Good start for your Kernels. 5-0 first set. We'll just keep it right here during the timeout. Great serves by Nia Talley to start out.
Absolutely. Her ability to float that serve on the jump serve as an 8th grader is pretty impressive. She won a couple long serves right away, and then the last 2 have been short, mixing it up, keeping the defense on their toes.
So Kernels up 5-0 over the Pierre Governors. Never a bad way to start out the first set of the game.
No.
See if Pierre has an answer out of that timeout.
2-2. That's live. Watch that dog.
The Itali, 5 serving 0 first set, and into that. You know, sometimes I didn't even want to jinx it to say that, but how many times do you see it? It works out, breaks up the momentum.
Yep, that kudos to Pierre's coach. She used her timeout well.
As a player, do you almost think in your head, I can't hit this one in the net? They called a timeout. This is what I'm supposed to do.
You know, in a tight game, yes, but her confidence was pretty high after 5 serves and 2 aces in a row.
There's Helen. Kill back row. That one will go down. Give the kill to Hetland. Perfect serve received there. Kernel 6, Governors 1. Solik back to serve to the Kernels, leading 6-1. Pierre outside hitter into the net. That's a couple into the net for Pierre.
You know, Mitchell is really a tough serving team, and I think they are working Pierre's serve receive. They're not getting the perfect passes right up to their setter. The sets might be a little off. The hits are a little bit off. It's all kind of a chain reaction.
7 serving 1 here in the first set. Solik, another great serve. That one's going to be over and down. Campbell Weedy. Perfectly placed on the overpass. Didn't try to hit it straight down. Saw a little opening to her right. Puts it down.
She's got an eye for the court. That was a good turn.
8-1 Kernels.
Two's first.
So look on the serve. Leading 8-1. And that one's going to go long. Bushbaum again with the hitting error. They're going to sub her out. For number 16, which we don't have in the program.
We don't have a 16.
Another tough serve. Great serve by Solik. Set in middle. Ajax able to dig that one out. Seamson tries it herself, and will that one go down? Yes, it will. Patty Seamson. Great play. Found the hole in the middle.
Solik with a great serve right there. She's been playing setter position the last couple years. This year she moves over into the libero spot, and she's doing a really nice job so far.
10 serving one. If you're just joining us, set number one. Another tough serve. Cross court just out.
I like the aggressive serving, both with Nia and with Solik here. They've got a lead. You've got to go for it and keep that lead going.
10-2. Pierre serving Mitchell, trailing by 8. That's their libero Hart. Handled nicely by the Kernels. Here's a slide. Doesn't quite go down. Pierre digs it out, and that one will go out. Point Kernels. Make it 11-2. Charlie Collins subs in. London Hayek will sub out.
Kernels are now, they have 3 hitters across the front as Addie Seamson goes to the back.
And that'll be error on the serve. Give a point to the Kernel, or the Governors. I believe that'll be 3. Should it be 3? Got 2 up there yet. 3.
3. We've had 3 service errors.
3 service at 3 points. 11-3. Collins does a nice job digging that tough serve out. Over to Weedy. Here hits it over. Get another chance here. Collins with the tip. Covered up by Hart. Here will get another swing at it. Nia back row. Miller. And that's going to be a kill. Audrey Miller giving the kill. 12-3.
When Audrey Miller has room to swing on the outside and she's transitioned back and they get a nice high set, she's really going to be hard to stop this season.
Yeah, had a great first matchup that we saw last week. Led the team in kills. Here's Corzan, just hits the tape and down. Service error. That's what you said it before. Now that's only points Pierre has so far. 4 service errors, 4 points. 12-4. Kernels leading.
Pass up to Addie.
Job by Solik. Perfect pass on the set. And a little miscommunication there. A little out of sorts there for the Kernels on that one. Wipe it away and go again.
Yeah, I think they weren't sure who was supposed to come back up out of serve receive.
There's Nia. Hits it long. Blocked. Dug out by Corzan. Here's Nia with another chance and blocked and down. Nice job. Blocked. Alyssa Lowe. Kernels. But for Pierre now with 6. Kernels 12. First set. 6 serving, 12. Olsen up the serve. Solik. Serve received. Weedy blocked. It's Pierre. Solik, nice pass up to Seamson. Perfect inset. And Campbell gets blocked again. So Pierre doing a good job on the block. That's 2 blocks in a row. Make it 7. Pierre. Mitchell 12.
Alyssa Lowe in the middle there for Pierre. She's doing a nice job putting it back over the net.
Junior middle, 6 foot. Here, there's Weedy. That one's going to go down. No block there on that one.
No. No, she found a nice hole. You know, in the serve receive, you kind of spread your hitters out a little bit, and Weedy comes out of the right side where traditionally she's a middle hitter. So she found a nice hole, went down line, got a kill.
Now she'll go back and serve for the Kernels, leading 13-7. There's low, out of bounds. No touch. Point Kernels. 14-7.
Weedy back there to serve. We talked last time how she's back this year after a knee injury. Nice to see her on the court.
That one's going to go just long. Point Governors, 8-14. Yeah, you know, and she's really moving really well. I mean, if you would just walk in the gym without knowing that she had knee surgery, I don't think you could really tell.
Yeah, she worked hard in the off season.
8 serving 14. Outside set, Charlie Collins, out. Now we'll touch. I think Pierre would have touched it if they could have. Tried. A little swing and a miss, but it goes their way. 9-14. After that 5-0 start by the Kernels, it's been back and forth. We're still only leading by 5. Kernels 14, Pierre 9. Need this one out of the middle. Hetland down. Big swing. Till Hetland.
Hetland, that was all set up by a great pass by Cassidy Corzan in the back row out of serve receive.
Yeah, Addie's not having to move much right now on those sets. It's right to her.
Perfect pass. She was able to jump set that 3. And 6-1 Hetland put that ball down.
Yeah, what are we going to get there? It somehow goes over, and then Seamson, free ball, got a little excited and hit it out of bounds. Point. Pierre. Make it 10-15. That's one of those that just looks too juicy coming right over the net for you on the free ball. Kind of an odd free ball, too. It was just ping-ponging around.
Now, Pierre did a nice job keeping it alive. Seamson's eyes got big. And
there's another service error by the Governors. Make it 16-9 Kernels in favor of the Kernels, up by 7. The Itali back to where this set started. Started off with a 5-0 run. Nice float. And that one's going to be down, and good job. Once again, good job by the Kernels, not just trying to stuff that down where Pierre's got a player, just swipe it to the side. Do we get a kill for that?
Well, I'd give her a kill on that one. She went up one-handed.
All right, we'll
contacted it one-handed.
We're giving it a kill. Oh, right off the tape again. Back, little miscommunications there. Good job, Miller, getting it back to the middle of the court. Free ball over. Job scrambling by the Kernels. And that one's out. No touch. Waldron long.
And number 7, Waldron there. She had to go high to get over that big block of Miller and Hetland in the front row, 2 6-footers, and just a little too high.
18-9. Kernels in front, and that one's just out. Good decision by Pierre to let that one go. Schlack away. Sails just long. 18-10. First set.
One up to Addie. One up to Addie.
Waldron back to serve. 5'7" senior, trailing by 8. And that one's going to go out. No touch. Good decision. London Hayek at the last second decided to let that one go. And that's just practice.
Well, she
familiarity.
She was going to have to play with her hands, and knowing where you're at on the court, knowing that everything over your knee pads is essentially out of bounds as a heads-up play.
There's an ace. Give Solik the ace. Kernels now have doubled up here, 20-10. Set number 1. Kernel Bowl day. Volleyball in action. Here's Solik, another great serve. Pierre out of system again. He'll get something on it. Stuff block. Free ball over to the Kernels. Tally, great job getting it up to Seamson. Miller, cross court, dug out by Pierre. Another free ball. See if we can get something set up here. Pierre now with a chance out of the back row. There's Niatali out of the back row. Great back row attack, and that's going to get down for a point. I don't know if they really tried to set it up or just kind of ended there, and Nia said, I can do something with this.
Yeah, I like to see her step into that ball. Sometimes, being a younger player, she might be hesitant to take the safe play or make the safe play, but with a 20-point or 10-point lead, now is the time.
It's 21-10 in favor of the Kernels. You're just joining us. No scoreboard today. We're a little technical difficulties. We'll blame it on the new gym, getting everything ironed out. But we'll make sure that for next time is ready to go.
That's kind of the story all around the school. It's a big, beautiful new school, big, beautiful new gyms, but there are just little things that we're still figuring out along the way.
Yeah. Scoreboards are working in the main gym. It's just how we get it from those main scoreboards over to our broadcast system. So we will give you the scores as much as we can remember. So right now it's Kernels 21, Governors 10. First set action. Kernels got out to a hot start with Nia Talley. Started out 5-0 run, forced Pierre to take their first timeout, coming out of Pierre's second timeout, so they'll be out of timeouts, trailing 21-10. Here's Solik, the tough at the line, and that one's out.
She's been serving really hard. That was a break for Pierre.
Wasn't out by much. 21-11. Talley handles serve. Miller off hands and through. Pierre got a block on it, but still enough to power through. 22-11.
Miller's off to another hot start. I got her for 4 kills right now in the first set.
It's kind of been a quiet 4 kills, too. If you could say 4 kills in one set's quiet, but she hasn't had a lot of swings, but I think every swing that she's had has been down there. Simpson with the ace.
So we haven't had a lot of big rallies, and that's maybe why. I would expect that to increase as the game goes on here.
23-11. Kernels 2 points away from the first set. Push over, blocked back by Miller. Here's Simpson. Back set. Collins down.
They're going to call Collins for in the net.
They are going to call
through.
Okay. All right, that'll make it 23-12. Favor of the Kernels. Good hard swing.
One to Addy here. One to Addy.
Simpson. Shot the weenie. Big swing. Coming from the outside. That's twice now I think she's hit it from the outside.
Yep, again, she moves around a little bit in serve receive, gives her some different angles. Sometimes as a middle, you really don't get the opportunity to swing away like that. You either don't get the big set or you've got a middle blocker in front of you. But we've seen her have a kill on the right and now on the left.
That's one thing everybody doesn't realize watching volleyball. Setting and playing with the middle hitter is probably the hardest thing to do. It looks easy, but it's got to be a perfect serve receive, a perfect set to get the middles involved.
Yes, you really have to have good passers in order to get your middle of the ball.
Rosan back to serve. 24-12. Set point number 1 for the Kernels, and they will get it. That'll end the first set, 25-12 in favor of the Kernels. So a great first set. We'll take a 1-minute commercial break and be back after this. You're watching Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports.
Tailgating before the big game? Planning an unforgettable wedding or graduation? Or is it time for your annual office event? At Rentals for You, Mitchell's family-owned rental shop, we'll have you ready for any occasion. Our fill and chill tables keep the party cool, and our extensive stock of tables and chairs gives everyone a place to gather. Tablecloths, coolers, and enclosed trailer. You can quickly and easily rent them all on our convenient website, rentalsforusd.com. Contact Rentals for You for your next event.
You're committed to building relationships, to exceeding expectations, to serving your community. Choose a financial partner that shares your vision and your values. For 130 years, We've stood by South Dakotans. We've been there. We'll be there. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West, member FDIC.
Welcome back. Mitchell High School Arena. Kernels take the first set. 25-12 over the Pierre Governors. Coming back for set number 2.
John, one group I forgot to mention that participates today is the girls tennis team.
Girls tennis team is going as well.
And I spoke with one of their players when I was walking in, Mia Larson, and she said that they don't start till about 5 o'clock.
It
kind of overlaps a little bit with football, but wish them luck as well.
Triangular, a couple other teams coming to town, I think it was. I think there was a triangular, so. And Mitchell, you know, we've always had pretty good tennis teams, boys and girls.
Yes, Coach Moeller, Coach Mastel, they do a nice job. Girls program right now. The boys will be in the spring.
That's a sport I will say I probably know the least. I probably know more about bowling than I probably do about tennis. So
I was never a very good tennis player. I was a softball and a volleyball player, and in those sports you want the ball straight at you, whereas in tennis you want it way out to the side. That wasn't very good either.
Set number 2 just about underway. Good crowd. Got the, haven't been here yet. The home side is chair backed. And then the visitor side and the 2 end caps are bleachers, but very comfortable. Sat in them for a while during the cheer and dance competition. Very comfortable seats. So good set by Pierre just off the tape. Handled well though by the Kernels. Miller. Dug out by Pierre, and they'll find that soft spot. 1-0 Pierre.
That was a nice serve to start off the set by Waldron, senior.
Goes back again. Tight to the net. Joust won by Simpson. Strong hands, strong wrist.
Another tough serve by Waldron that set up that overpass, but when you have a setter who can jump and play the net like Addie Simpson can, it's no problem.
1-1. One serving one. Solik, can they get to it? They do. They get it over. Hey, just barely. There's Miller. Stop. And down. Just got it through the block. Point. Is that just a power thing right there?
Yes.
Block was a little bit off the net.
Yes.
Hits it with such authority.
Yeah. You know, Audrey Miller and Campbell Weedy in the middle came in about the same time. The blockers had to make a little bit of an adjustment there.
Simpson goes cross court and in. Boy, that just had to be in. Job by Simpson taking that one. Cross court and down.
It's a really tough play to defend for Pierre. That's probably why Simpson likes to do it so much.
Solik 3 serving 1. See if Kernels can go on a little run here. Start set number 2, and there's an ace. Solik with the ace. Four serving 1. Solik on a little rally here for the Kernels. See if she can keep it going. Good serve again. Pierre out of sorts. Going to just have to get that one over and just barely gets it over. PD plays it. Simpson. Set just a little too far. Miller's gets it. Dug out by Hayek. Set middle. Weedy tip over. Long rally here for both teams. Pierre just gets inside the antenna. There's Miller. Dug out for a second. Up here maybe had a chance to play that on the second hit. Not a terrible job getting the dugout by Pierre.
No, they scrambled really well and kept the ball alive. Seamson let one fly to the outside to Miller, and that was enough to put the point away.
Here's Solik again. That one handled better by Waldron. But second hit again for Pierre. 6 now. Make it Kernel 6. Pierre 1. Solik's just doing a great job serving. Those serves are coming with some heat on them, just barely over the net.
Yeah, from our angle, you can only see the float and the spin. When you can get a team scrambling out of serve receive like Solik is doing, it's really good for your second.
There's Weedy on the slide. Had to wait for it for a second. Timed it up and down with the kill. You know, you see Weedy Dow this year and just how much we probably missed her on last year's team. You know, after that knee injury went down.
Absolutely. She was winning my vote for most improved from the previous year. She really was coming on strong, and then the injury hit.
And there's Miller, almost missed time to jump, but kind of caused the Pierre blocker to miss time her jump as well. That'll make it 8-1 in favor of the Kernels. Kernels up 1 set to 0. We'll keep it right here. Just all around great play by the Kernels right now on the serves, on the pass receive or serve receive, on the passing up, setting. It's kind of all clicking right now for the Kernels.
They talked about Weedy and how she was kind of hitting her stride when she got injured last year. Seeing her full swing, full power is just a great thing. Same thing with Audrey Miller. I think she played in the middle mostly last year, so we didn't get to see her full power swing. And so now she's on the outside and cut her loose to swing away. Listen, those two have really become fun players to watch.
Yeah, and like you said, probably, just a lot different. Not probably what I was expecting out of those two to start the season, but it's been a pleasant surprise. And how do you make that decision? Who plays middle and who slides over? Just kind of a feel thing with the coaches, or is it a...
One of the biggest things a middle hitter needs to be able to do is move quickly side to side, close the block, and really get out of the way of the setter after that.
Oh, great dig by Kernels. Oh, Solik, another great dig. Look at this defense. And Miller, roll shot, gets it over, and nobody there for Pierre. Great point to the Kernels, 9-1. And that's just one of those defeating things, too. Pierre finally gets a few in-system swings, and then right there, Tally and Solik with 2 great digs.
Here's outside hitter, like you said, 2 great swings there, and it's frustrating when you swing away like that. Kernels pop them back out.
There's Solik. Hey, we'll let that one slide. That's okay.
She's had a good run.
Take that any day. 9-2. Here over, or Kernels over the Governors. Kernels took set 1. Here's a swing for Miller. Gets it over. Can Pierre get over? Nope, they can't. Tried to play a little pinball. Didn't work out with the net.
Pierre's really trying to adjust their block to stop Audrey Miller. The last couple times she swung, she's got 2 big green blockers in front of her, and that time she was able to power it through like we talked about a few points ago.
Just hit the tape. That would have been a great serve. That's one, if that does get over, I don't think anybody's going to dig that one out of the front row.
The net's still a little tight.
Yeah.
New net, new court. Hasn't developed that hometown spin yet.
3 serving 10. Here trailing by 7. Here's Solik. Tough serve. Seamson gets it, and that's going to go off a rafter.
I think, if I remember correctly, that's the first time I've noticed the ceiling come into play in this court.
Yeah, I don't think there was one last week at all.
I don't either.
It's not an overly high ceiling.
No, in fact, when I came in last spring, before the gym was all set up, as a former volleyball coach, my eyes immediately went up, and I thought, I don't know if this is going to be high enough.
Throwing a couple of fans and some speakers and some basketball hoops. 5 serving 10. That one's out. Service error, point to the Kernels. 11-5, Mitchell with the lead. Corzon back to serve. Was watching Corzon a little bit in the JV game. She was playing libero in the JV game and had a really, really good game in the JV game. Last week, it looks like, she came in, had wasn't some perfect passes, but today she's been right on the money. So credit to her. Out. Hit goes long. Kernels 12, Governors 6. If Corzon can come in as a defensive specialist and give us a good rotation in the back row, that makes us even that much more stronger.
Yeah, she's a great kid. I had her in class last year, and I think as she gets more confident playing at the varsity levels, super intelligent kid, she'll get better and better as this goes on.
Point Governors 7-12. That just gives us some options too, and Nia can go back or go to the front row and get some swings in there.
Cannot have too many good passers.
Good job by Seamson, close to the net. Collins just long on that one. Just didn't get on top of it. 8-12, Pierre on a little run here. Has it within 4. 8 serving 12. See if the Kernels can get a side out. Good pass up front. Weedy tried to find a spot there. Blocked. Hit block. Seamson takes a big swing. And what are we going to get there? 2 hits. 2 hits on the attack. I learned that last week. If it wouldn't have been over the net,
yes,
would have been safe.
Correct. And I think even the officials kind of made eye contact to confirm it's because that ball went over the net. It is a 2 contact call, where if it was the first hit or the second hit, that is no longer illegal.
There's an ace. Good 2-point little rally here for the Kernels. Get some breathing room. Up by 6 now, 14-8. Weedy on the ace. Gets one over, and that one's coming right at us. Another ace.
Luckily, Ms. Mayer saved my life over here.
Jen Mayer right on top of it for us. Play-by-play, people always need some friends. Keeping an eye out for us. Chance for Kernels. Roll shot over. That one's going to go. Just a tough set. Just nothing there. Sport didn't have much of a chance on that set.
No, after that broken play on both sides, it was a little low, and she hoped for the best, but came up with the net.
16-8. Kernels in the lead. Won the first set. Weedy again. See if she can go on more of a run. Pierre's going to be tough to get that one over, but they do. Oh, smart play by there by Seamson as they're all running back to the net, tried to push it where they were running. Good dig. 2 good digs and over. Pierre, smart play by the setter.
She gave us a little taste of our own medicine there.
Olsen, nice job. They get 16-9.
Pierre did a nice job scrambling in that opening possession, or off that opening serve to get the ball back over the net in the first place.
9 serving 6, set number 2. Solik. This tally just gets it over. Here, low. Tally can't get it over. I think that was blocked.
Yeah, officials having to blow the whistle.
Yeah, no, good close, but here was thinking it was going to be 4 hits, but they're saying it was touched by them. Down official right on top of it. Here's Collins. That's what we need. Charlie Collins, big swing from the outside. She had some of those last Friday. We were kind of waiting for that. She had the one that sailed long on her, but that one, great kill.
Had her timing right. That was a nice job of both teams to stay in the play, stay with the ball, even though there was kind of a moment where it could have been a 4 call for contacts.
Collins down for Pierre. Giving the kill.
That's keys from Pierre. She's the one who had a couple tough swings earlier. Kernels were able to dig those up, but that one she found just a nice hole between the blockers.
Kernel still up by 7, 10, serving 7. Midway through the second set. Great pass up to Seamson. Seamson gets it down. Great anticipation there. Seamson.
Perfect serve receive pass by Kennels.
18-10. The Italian will go back. Tally floats that one. No spin on that one whatsoever. There's Waldron. Right side. Gets that one to go. Pierce finding a little bit more rhythm here. I'm glad we have a little bit of a cushion at 11-18, but Pierce doing a lot better job than they did that first set, or even early on second set.
Yeah, you can see their hitters starting to come alive as their passes are up, their sets are available.
That one into the net, service error. Point Kernels 19-11. Reedy in, Hetland out. Solik, and that's just out. Not a bad chance to go for it.
No, it's just sailed a little bit long. We talked last time about with a bigger gym and a little more space between the back line and the bleachers. Sometimes that creates a visual issue for servers. We also have a little double line back there too, but as the season goes on, kids will get more comfortable with that.
Definitely a lot more room on the ends than the sides, and probably a little bit of a visual thing. Great serve by Seamson. Pierre's going to have to scramble to get this one over. Just almost. Weedy. Dug out by Pierre. Give another swing. This time it's going to be Miller. Set up nicely. Off hands. Oh, I was thinking maybe off fingertips. They were all saying it.
Yeah, I would have went that way too.
Yeah, it looked like the ball had just a little bit of the. I could see it on the spin more than anything on that time on the ball.
I agree. The trajectory of it changed just a little bit.
Yeah,
too.
you can kind of see it. We had a pretty good angle at it here.
We do have a good view.
Now there's another point for Pierre. Make it 14. Kernel still with a 6-point lead. Actually, yep, 14. 14 serving 20. Second set. Mitchell up by 1 set. If you're just joining us, there's Miller. I think that's the first time we've seen her hit from really the right side.
Yes, I agree. Again, we talked about earlier with Weedy moving around, especially out of serve receive, and so that gives Audrey Miller another angle. You could see the blockers kind of figured her out a little bit. They know that the ball's going to come to her, moved over there, but she was able to do a nice, use the hands nicely.
21-14. Pierre out of system again on that serve receive. And that's just been the difference. When they can get it in system, they get some good swings, but so much of them has been out of system.
Yes, the Kernel has been serving great. And Pierre's really having a hard time in serve receive.
22-14. That one, another one. Make it 23-14. 2 points away from taking a 2-set demanding lead in this match. Corzon back to serve. Coach Seamson calling the, what do you say, that's the service area you want to go to? Calling the zones. Calling the zones. Another ace, 24-14. 1 away, taking set number 2. I won't even start, we won't even start talking about what zones are where. We'll save that for off air. Here with a chance. Low. Blocked and dug by the Kernels. Tally with the tip. And into the net. Same way the second set ended. Into the net. And Kernels will take the 2-set lead, 25-14. We'll take a 60-minute break and be back after this. You're watching Kernel Volleyball on Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports.
You're committed to building relationships, to exceeding expectations.
How
Help keep Mitchell a safe place to live, shop, and visit by reporting tips to Crime Stoppers.
You don't have to identify yourself, and a minimum reward of $250 is paid on all Crime of the Weeks solved by tips to Crime Stoppers.
There are lots of ways to report a crime. You can download the free P3 Tips app. Go to p3tips.com or by calling Crime Stoppers at 996-1700.
Let's all help keep Mitchell safe by reporting crime and helping investigators arrest those involved.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. To deliver the power you need means doing things right, so we can continue to provide reliable energy and peace of mind, because safety runs through everything we do.
Central Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Welcome back to Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports. John Mueller along with Leslie Rylance bring you Mitchell Kernel Volleyball. Kernels are up 2-0. Looking for this 3-set sweep. Just joining us, no scoreboard today. Working through some technical difficulties, but glad to have you aboard. We have a backup scoreboard too, but with soccer going on today, couldn't run over to get that. We had both two systems going with soccer and volleyball at the same time, or close to the same time. So
A lot going on today.
The
weather is perfect.
Perfect day for Kernel ball. Yeah, I had to dig out my long sleeve Kernel gear. I'll put it away in basketball season. Might have been a little wrinkly out of the closet. Hadn't had to get the long sleeve Kernel gear out in probably 6 months.
I had to pull out a coat for tonight's football game. You never know how cold it's going to be by the second half.
Here's Nia Talley starting up for the Kernels just like it started last set. Point. Kernels 1-0.
I have Tally for 3 aces, but I tell you what, even if she's not serving an ace, she is causing fits with Pierre's serve receive.
Here's Talley. Pierre insists and they'll get a swing. Blocked. Will come back. Miller off the net. Tries to push it over. Tried the roll shot. Was she trying for that corner over there?
Yeah, but she was trying to go down line, make that outside hitter come in. I think that was one of our very few hitting errors so far. That's one thing I've noticed about the Kernels this season. Fewer errors.
Good job by Hayek on the pass. Miller, boom. And that all started again with London Hayek. Perfect serve, receive, pass up.
Yeah, you can do just about anything on a pass like that. And I have Miller for 9 kills right now. She is a force to be reckoned with.
Solik, service ace. Point Kernels. 3-1. And don't know how this match is going to end up yet, but big story is going to have to be Mitchell serving against Pierre's serve, receive, and passing.
Yeah, I've got Solik for 4 aces right now. I know Mitchell's had quite a few service errors, but you've got to kind of consider your risk reward.
That one, another ace.
I don't think if the games were a little bit closer, I don't think they'd serve quite as aggressively, but it's good to build confidence in your serve and serving as hard as you can and spot serving to different zones. When you've got a lead, that's the perfect time to do that.
4-1, Kernels. 4 serving 1, Solik. And that one's going to sail along. 4-2, favor of the Kernels. Kernels up 2-0. Here's Libero Hart serving. She'll get an ace. Great serve. Give her credit for that one. 4-3. Kernel still leading. 3. Serving 4. And that one will sail wide or long. Good decision by the Kernel back row. Letting it go out. 5-3 in favor of the Kernels. Simpson on the serve. Dug out by Pierre. There's Collins' chance, and that one will go down. Big swing.
She did a really nice job of finding a hole in the block, swing through.
Now as a lefty, what's your natural side to hit from? The right side or the left side like that? Or is it just kind of depends on the lefty?
Traditionally, lefties, if you have them and they can do it, you swing them from the left side because their transition opens up to the court. Their hitting hand is closer to the setter. It's not a hard and fast or, true rule every time, but usually it goes that way.
So that you would say is the natural side for a lefty.
Correct.
Kernels with the point, 7-3.
Addie Simpson serving. She's also a lefty, and I know she's played a lot of different roles on the Kernel volleyball team, but putting her as a setter on the right side also plays her left-handedness in favor of that.
That's going to sail wide, no touch. Long. Point Kernels, 8-3. Addie Simpson on the serve. Tipped over by Pierre, covered up by Solik. Get over to Collins. She'll just have to tip it over. And that'll go out on Pierre. Thought that might have been a double hit or a lift on Charlie. Or is that? I don't know. I can't tell the difference what a lift and what is it anymore.
A lift would be a prolonged contact.
Prolonged contact, and she didn't.
Whereas a double would be 2 separate contacts.
So they're saying on that one. I saw some people in the stands thought for Pierre were thinking it. There's Miller. Boom. Going right at the back row. That's got to feel good when you can just go right at the back row.
Yeah, right now Mitchell's got a great lineup across the front with Collins, Weedy, and Miller, and the Pierre blockers really have to be on their toes, moving side to side.
10-3. Kernel's 7-point lead. Their score. Tally digs it out. Miller, just long. Just long. That had to be within inches.
That was close.
It was definitely within the second line that doesn't count on the court. 4 serving 10. Weedy, just long. Was she looking for the high hands there?
I think she was trying to go down line, find that back right corner. Just kind of mishit it a little bit, but she's way up over that block.
5-10. Kernel still with a 5-point lead. Collins. Set overhead to Miller and down. I really like this look. They didn't really do it a lot last week. I like that. And Addie knew right where the heavy hitter was at.
Yeah, I think you can really see that these seniors have played a lot together. My group of leaders with Simpson, with Miller, who just subbed out. We've got Weedy in the front row right now, and Solik. as your lib. Just a good group of kids who know where each other are on the court.
Corzon dug it out. Chance by Tally. She'll go find a spot in the back. Kill Nia Tally.
I think Nia needed that. See Pierre picking on her a little bit in the back row, and she's doing a good job hanging in there, getting the ball up to the setter, but she needed something like that.
Corzon serving 12-5. Kernel's in the lead. They'll tip it over. Good set. Swing. Stock here. Collins just down the line and in. Good recognition there by Collins, seeing that they left that back corner wide open. Easy tip over. We're in a timeout by Pierre. We'll just keep it here. You know, that last rally, Solik, you know, having some experience setting. It's kind of nice when your libero can come up and get a few sets in. It was a great set. It just makes the whole team more versatile.
Liberos and setters traditionally have your best ball control, and so it is a nice, easy mix, but really heads up of Solik to know where she's at on the court. Now, liberos can't be setting in the front of the 10-foot line, and her toes were right on it. She knew where she was at. She was on the backside, so she was able to set. We've seen her come in front a couple times and pass up the ball to her teammates, but her ball control is really an asset as a libero.
So libero is happy to find the 10-foot line. If they're in front, it's got to be a bump set?
Yes.
That's why you see a lot of those liberos sometimes. You think, why didn't they set that? They're doing the bump because they're in front of the 10-foot line.
Otherwise, you could just make your libero your setter, and they would run the entire game or the entire set in the back row, and so that kind of prevents a libero being your setter.
So out of the timeout, it will be Kernels 13, Pierre 5. Not only with some great volleyball today, but Leslie's dropping some wisdom on us, so you guys can, by the end of the season, we'll cover a lot of things. Have it all down for you. Here's Corzon, great serve. Kernels leading 13-5. Corzon with the dig. Tally gets another swing, down the line, and out. Great swing, though. I like the aggressiveness. Hey, we're up. Take a rip. Coach Still tell her the same thing right away. Rodner, rip it. Go for it.
Yeah, I think she was serving for that, or swinging for that back corner. Had some success there earlier.
There's another pass by Tally. Put down by Lowe. 13-7. You know, really, that's been one of our few overpasses all match. We've done such a great job. Or even an overpass that we, haven't got a hand on first off a bad pass. There's Nia comes back with the perfect pass. Set just over the net. Now we're going to get a lift.
A lift. I thought they might call her for under the net.
Yeah.
I think Coach Deb Phil's going to talk about it.
Well, there's a lot of things going on, so...
Yeah, you were just talking about overpasses, and Simpson tried to throw it backwards, and it was a real tight ball in the net.
For a setter, what is that like to set over top of your head? That's got to be set and blind. Is that what they call that?
That's blind, yeah. It's a muscle memory. You do it 1,000 times in practice so that you know exactly where you're on the court. You know exactly what it feels like.
That one's down for Pierre. Pierre now with a little momentum. They're saying, probably heard that on our mic. Coach Still said the setter's in the back row, and she blocked it. With 35 years of experience, I'll take Coach Still's word for it on that one.
Yep. I think everybody's watching for it now, so we'll see what happens. But as you mentioned, this is Coach Still's 35th year. She's the only head volleyball coach that Mitchell High School's program's ever had.
10 serving 13. There's Tally. Smart decision there just to get it over, live for another play. And that's going to be 4 hits. Didn't get over the tape. Point Kernels. That was a big point. Pierre was getting a little bit of a momentum. Now we're back up by 4, 14-10. Weedy, it's going to be into the net. 14-11. Weedy out. Libero Solik back in. All right, Kernels clinging to a 3-point lead here. Set number 3, leading 2-0. Just over the tape, Torzan. Not much you can do with that one. I think the net might even be bouncing just, I don't know if it hit it or not, but it was really, really close.
Yeah, tough serve, tough top spin serve by Spore. Dove right down in front of the passers.
14-12, 12 serving 14. Kernels now just with a 2-point lead. Oh, great job by Solik. Tally in! Give it to Dia. Great hit by the 8th grader. Evan fearless. No fear.
Again, she's going down line. She's found her spot. If you can go down line, you have traditionally less of a blocker than cutting it through the blocker.
15-12. Love to see that of the 8th grader. Just had that, one that just sailed wide on her, but, takes a big rip at it again. Oh, just stayed. I thought she was under the net, but
twinkle toed back over.
There's Nia again.
Her athleticism is on show right now.
And then into the net. Low point Kernels. Great scramble point. Kernels 16-12.
Talk about Tally's ability to make a mistake, get over it, keep swinging away. But right there, she was all over the court. She was making heads-up plays. She knew where she was at, under the net, over the net. Just an all-around athlete.
Good swing there. You know what? I like to see, though, Pierre's having to work for every point. Even on a big swing, we almost dug that out. 16-13. And the thing about Nia as an 8th grader right now, nothing's flashy. Just wait till she gets some more experience and a little bit stronger and a little bit older, and we're going to see some flashy. And she's just so solid right now. You can just see it in her.
She is a competitor. I think the whole family is fully competitors.
Addie into the net, tried to set it over on 2. Hit it over on 2.
This is kind of a breaking point here for the Kernels. Pierre's making a solid run right here. They're finding a way to get the ball to their outside hitter keys. She's had a couple nice swings.
14-16. Kernels up by 2 sets. Here's Tally. Swing from that side, and we'll get the kill. It just looks so effortlessly from Tally. We all forget, we've seen her for a lot of years in a lot of competition, just an 8th grader. Already getting offers for basketball as an 8th grader. There, Pierre staying within 2, 17-15.
Tally is a great basketball player, and looking out there, you've got a lot of multi-sport athletes. Simpson, as of right now, is committed to go to Augustana to play basketball. London Hayek was helping with the free throw contest this morning as part of the basketball team. I know Audrey Miller is a long jumper, a jumper with the track team.
Taking a look at London Hayek here, making sure she's all right. No way she's coming out. She's tough as nails, too. Besides being a good kid, she's tough. Out. There we go. Point Kernels gives us a 3-point advantage, 15-18. Yeah, London saw how she's tough. Plays point guard, way undersized, and I think in 2 state tournament games she had 9 rebounds. So she kind of shows you kind of a tough player she is. Solik. Pierre has a chance here. Mertz. Dug out. Here's Miller. Back row. Finds a spot. That's going to be off the rafters, and then came straight down.
It's a great job of the Kernels doing something with a broken play. Had Hayek diving for the pass. Simpson setting from her knees, and Miller put it away.
19-15. Kernels 6 away. There's Solik, tough serve. That's going to be over. Good job there by the Kernels. And Simpson gets a rip. Dug out. And what are we going to get here? Out of system. Gets it over. That just shows her versatility. We'll take a rip. Dig it out. We'll get the set back. We'll hit it over. What I really like there on the Kernels, too, is you get that free ball. Sometimes by the net, you just are going to just think you got to take a swing just to take a swing. Well, they set that back up and actually got a better hit than they would have if they just would have hit that free ball over on one. So that's just some senior leadership probably there by Seamson to set that up.
Experience on the court, definitely.
You know, so many times you see that you get that free ball and you almost just waste it.
Yeah.
So Kernels out of the timeout. They're leading 20-15. Up set, 2 sets to nothing. Looking for the sweep here on Kernel Bowl day.
Sure, the girls would like to get out of here 3-0, go home and take a shower, get their USA gear on before the football game.
That is, is it every year is it USA for Kernel Bowl, or is that this year thing?
I think so. I know there was some talk, our football team will be competing against Brookings, and they're red, so there was a talk, but I do think it's tradition.
It's tradition.
I see the quarterback has disappeared from the crowd. I think his he's probably got to go start putting his game face on.
Good student section slowly dwindling down, but it'll be kind of fun tonight seeing all these sports competing during the day today, but then I'll have a chance to get together tonight. So let's go on some cheer football on. Block for Pierre.
Right here, the Kernels tried to mix up their offense a little bit. Miller having experience in the middle. They moved a little shift over. They moved her to the middle, put Weedy to the backside. But credit to Pierre's blocker, Lowe. She's stuck with Miller. She's got one job right now, and I think that's it.
There's Seamson. Nice job. Over on 2. Gets the point. 21-16. 4 points away from a match win. Trying to extend their record to 5-2. Seamson now in the back row. She'll serve it. Good pass by Pierre in system. Over to Sport. Off tape. Miller off the net. Just going to have to hit that one over. Outside attack going to go long. Good job, Nia Talley. Saw it float. 21-16.
I like Solix, no hesitation again to step in and pass set that ball. We talked earlier about her experience as a setter. London Hayek also has experience of a setter.
There's an ace, last seconds for her. Side it was in. Point, Kernels 2 away, 23-16. Looking for the 3-set sweep. Undefeated at home too if we get this one. Undefeated the new Diggs. Still looking for that name of that court. There's a block and then out. All right, here we go. Match point number 1. Kernels 24, Pierre 16.
This is a great rotation for the Kernels to put an end or a punctuation on this game.
Here we go. Match point number 1. Blocked at the net. Here's Miller time for the win. She gets it down. Point Kernels. Match Kernels. 25-16 is out set.
Your Touchstone Energy
3 will end. Kernels with the 25-16 victory to win it on Kernel Bowl Day. 2-2-0 at home. 4-2 on the season, and I think we're gonna name a MVP of the match. Get the MVP on Kernel Bowl Day. Well deserved. Double digits in kills.
I had her for 13.
13 kills. If you have 13 kills in 3 sets, I think that's a pretty easy MVP. Leslie, what do you think this match? What would the Kernels do right to get the sweep today?
Well, they start off right away with real aggressive serving, and like I said earlier, there's a little bit of risk reward there, and as long as you can keep a cushion between you and your opponents, go after them in the serve, and Pierre had a hard time setting anything up in serve receive. They scrambled well, but when you're throwing a serve, that serve receive back over as a free ball, it's just opening up the Kernel offense. And as we talked last game, their offense is as stronger as I've seen it in years, and so it's nice to see them firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a change for us to see those strong hitters across the front line, and even out of in the past maybe we've had one or two, but you get out of a rotation, you go, now who's going to be at the front, and we just don't seem to have that problem this year. You got hitters all the way around, you got defensive specialists that come in. I thought Corzon came in and did a nice job today as defense specialist. Talley and London Hayek and Solik just did a great job all around. So yeah, I'm excited for Kernel Volleyball this season. It should be a good season. Glad you could join us today. We'll have Kernel Bowl coming up at 6 o'clock, pregame at 5:45 from Joe Quinnell Field. Mitchell 1-0 on the season to take on Brookings, looking for win number 2. Had a big win at Douglas last week, so I think everybody's kind of thinking, Leslie, for football, we'll see what happens this week. That big easy win, and I know there's a lot of excitement in the town to see what we have this year. So thanks for joining us on Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports. Thanks, Leslie, once again for providing the insight and the knowledge to volleyball. So last words to you one more time. What do you expect tonight for football? We're going to score a prediction?
Well, I don't know if I want to make a prediction, but I always ask the boys in class, I say, okay, what am I watching for this weekend? And I like having those conversations with them. They felt confident, not cocky. There's a big difference there. I know that Brookings lost a close one last weekend to Sturgis, so they're going to be really in the hunt for their first win as well. But I'm going Kernels tonight.
Kernels. No score prediction, but we got Kernels. I got Kernels as well. I'm going 24-17 Kernels. So write that one down. So three-set sweep here, 25-12, 25-14, and 25-16. Thanks for joining us, Mitchell Telecom 90 Sports. I'm John Mueller and with Leslie Rylance on behalf of Kernel Athletics. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Tailgating before the big game? Planning an unforgettable wedding or graduation? Or is it time for your annual office event? At Rentals for You, Mitchell's family-owned rental shop will have you ready for any occasion. Our fill and chill tables keep the party cool, and our extensive stock of tables and chairs gives everyone a place to gather. Tablecloths, coolers, and enclosed trailer. You can quickly and easily rent them all on our convenient website, rentalsforusd.com. Contact Rentals for You for your next
Why
event.
spend thousands replacing your old phone system? Isn't it about time to upgrade to Mitchell Telecom hosted phone? It's the new alternative to traditional phone systems. Step 1, call us. Step 2, we upgrade your handsets. Step 3, we say sayonara to your old phone equipment and install a state-of-the-art fiber phone box. Step 4, we manage your entire phone network remotely. All of this for a low monthly cost. Mitchell Telecom hosted phone. Faster, better, way easier.
Know of an athlete that struggled with injuries or maybe want to stay healthy and fit during your season? Studelska Chiropractic and Acupuncture can help, whether you're an athlete or its biggest cheerleader. We use safe, effective techniques to restore the body's motion in the spine and extremities using a combination of chiropractic care and acupuncture. Don't let tendonitis, soft tissue injuries, and subluxation stand in your way of your personal best. Call us today at Studelska Chiropractic and Acupuncture, 996-0191.
Celebrate the most precious moments in your life with the region's most trusted independent jewelry store, The Diamond Store in downtown Mitchell. The Diamond Store is locally owned. We offer free cleaning and repairs with 2 full-time jewelers with 50 years of collective experience. We personally select our inventory with our customers in mind, so we can offer the finest selection of jewelry that meets or exceeds your expectations. The Diamond Store, the gem of downtown Mitchell, proud to support all area athletes.
You're committed to building relationships, to exceeding expectations, to serving your community. Choose a financial partner that shares your vision and your values. For 130 years, we've stood by South Dakotans. We've been there, we'll be there. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West, member FDIC.
It's good to know your Touchstone Energy Cooperative is always there. For generations, we've powered the growth of our community. Today, our commitment is stronger than ever to provide affordable energy you can depend on and keep you connected to what matters most, now and for generations to come.
Central Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.